Look, YNW Bortlen, Cortland Henry says despite accepting a 16-year plea deal, he will not snitch on YNW Melly, Jamel Demons. Let's get into the content, fam.
Other lawyer, and I tapped in with him to find out about Bortlen's snitching allegations.
Hey, 1090 Jake. Thanks for giving me the chance to clear up a lot of the confusion and just chaos that's happening online right now. It's clear that a lot of people just don't understand what has happened. In all, he was facing 5 mandatory life sentences if found guilty, plus an additional 75 years on top of that. And the facts of his plea are that he has pled no contest. That's very important because that means he has not admitted guilt. He's not admitted that he's done anything wrong. And he's certainly not admitted or given information about anybody else. He's been found guilty, but in exchange, the state has dismissed the 2 murder counts, the conspiracy to tamper with a witness count, and the charge about directing the activities of a criminal gang. He's going to be sentenced to 10 years in Florida State Prison, followed by 6 years of probation with credit for time that he has served. And he's required as a part of that to sit down and give what's called a proffer. Typically, when you hear the word proffer, especially in a criminal case, it's when a witness offers information or will explain what they would testify to if called at trial or a hearing. It's unfortunate that we use that word today in court because that's not what's going to happen in this case. Bortlen is not going to sit down and give a lengthy proffer or answer questions about what he would testify to if he were called as a witness, because we don't anticipate him being called as a witness at any trial or any hearing, especially not one involving Melly. What I can tell you is that Bortlen is not going to implicate anybody else. He's not going to provide information against anybody else. Melly's name is not even going to come out of his mouth when he's talking to prosecutors in this case. I anticipate the conversation with the prosecutors is going to be very, very brief. And it is not going to be what everyone thinks it's going to be online, where he sits down and rats or provides information to cooperate against other people. A lot of people are saying that Bortlen's plea and his proffer are going to hurt Melly in some way and affect his trial in the future. And again, that's absolutely untrue. YNW Bortlen is not going to be a state witness. YNW Bortlen is not going to provide information that's going to impact Melly's trial in any way. YNW Bortlen is not expected to come and provide information against anybody. So to be clear,
man, you fuck niggas better stop playing on my top, man. Y'all know it's sport the fucking sport, man. I'm 10 toes down. A nigga hold it down, stay solid, they hate the nigga. Niggas forward, they control, they quick, they pray the nigga. I'm a young nigga out the G, just skated my license. What the fuck I look like taking the deal that hurt my niggas? What the fuck I look like giving a fuck about how y'all feel? I'm a young fly nigga, be back to raise the hell, prevail. Damn. Why they want a nigga to take that L? Don't you know you can see the dirt for even speaking that L? It's sport the sport, man. A part of Mickey Mouse Clubhouse. YNW for L, and this shit can't never be stopped. Silly nigga. You fuck niggas better stop playing on my top like y'all know what the fuck going on, man. Hey, free me in, Melvin. Bitch boys.
Look, acting ignorant is not an excuse. This man got to be a plumb fool, stupid. You know what I mean? Stupid. You're snitching on him, bro. Now, nobody wanted you to take the L. Nobody thought you should. You know what I mean? Me too, bro. I told that man to take that 16-year plea deal. But this is not for you to avoid snitching. You know what I mean? You're going to tell him exactly what they want to know. Let's just be honest, bro. Your lawyer, you on a jail call. Why are they letting your jail calls get out now? They're trying to save your life, bro. They know how hip-hop is now. He's going to a maximum security prison in Florida, bro. They gonna kill him. You know, just be honest. Let's just be real, bro. You already fucked Melly when you signed the deal. When you even thought about signing that deal, you fuck YNW Melly. Let's just be honest, man. Whether you thought you did or not, you saved your own ass like you were supposed to. But yeah, they trying to give Melly the death penalty, bro. What if you didn't know? Yeah, like I said, bro, it ain't no excuse, ignorance, or trying to act like, oh, I'm so dumbfounded. Y'all know what I'm on. No, we don't. You know what I mean? But you can go home and tell it. You know what I mean? If they letting your phone calls get out, the conversations, go and tell it over the phone. What do we know about you? You know what I mean? Because this crime against YNW, Sack Chase, and Juvie. This was damn near 10 years ago. What is he, like 26 right now? So you had to do this when you were damn near 17, 18 years old. Or after y'all slayed Juvie and Sack Chaser, you kept going. You know what I mean? That's what inquiring minds want to know, bro. You talking, that's why they letting the conversations out. They want you to say it. You know, what do we supposed to know about you, nigga? You know what I mean? Y'all committed one of the worst crimes ever, bro. Y'all grew up with them boys, and y'all slayed them and don't want to say nothing, bro. And you are the worst because you drove the goddamn car and had to play the scene out like you were in a Hollywood movie, in a motion fucking picture. And you did a shit job because they didn't believe you. Trajectory of the bullets say different, bro. Your trajectory of them bullets say different. It says Melly done it. I'm just being honest, just being real. And a lot of people say, bro, you're getting him convicted. How the fuck can I get him convicted? They did something stupid, bro. Stupid over a little bit of money. Wasn't cool, bro. I'm just being honest, just being real. Drop it in the comments. That man snitching. Yeah. You a rat bastard. You know what they call you now. You know what I mean? Point. It's nothing that's gonna change that. Your lawyer could come out and say everything. But ain't nothing gonna change that, bro. They just trying to save your life. Why? They don't want it to get too hot for you before you got to say something. You know what I mean? A proffer, bro. A proffer is a proffer. They're not making new rules for him just to slide this shit under the rug. Drop it in the comments, man. Scars from the playground. Scars, like, share, subscribe, bro. We going up, bro. You got to look through all this bullshit, man. You got to look through all this bullshit. If you take that plea, when somebody is fighting for their motherfucking life and they are you're the accessory. Oh yeah. Oh, you admitted it. You know what I mean? They don't need you to say a motherfucking word. They already got your signature, dumbass. Professor Dumas. And drop it in the comments, man. Scars from the playground. Justice will be served for that family. Them two families that lost their boys. You know what I mean? Justice will be served. It don't matter. YNW Melly can hire whatever lawyers he wants to. He done got Donald Trump ex-lawyers. Don't matter. And all that's gonna do is break you even faster, bro. Let's just be honest. Let's just be real, my nigga. Scars from the playground. Like, share, subscribe, nigga. I'm out. Yeah, I'm done with this one. Peace.
If they throw it, I'ma catch it to play the game like Tetris. I'm one of a kind rap. People tell me I'm a clip. I've been working 24 hours, summertime to winter. I ain't really at the chill, it gotta be about business.